Hello and welcome to SGLive 2022 any percent matchup here between Ruya and Galen. I am Idle Child and I am joined by a twin.
Hey, how's everybody doing this morning?
Like we're just underway. Hopefully somebody will fix the cropping here in the near future. Twin and I aren't sure how to do that, but we can still enjoy the race here. Not a real problem. It's just series anyway. It's the same stuff.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
I know Ruya is probably trying to post another 47, but it really doesn't matter in the early game unless you're going for absolute world record level play. The only thing you want to avoid is falling down the elevator room.
Oh yeah. Missing those wall jumps and ledge grabs or getting hit by steam seems to be the biggest issue in this little segment.
Absolutely. And usually just you hit by the steam, you keep moving. The magnet stairs can be a little bit more annoying, but it's that steam in the elevator room. You miss the first wall jump, you tend to just keep getting hit over and over. You can easily lose about 5 seconds there, but hopefully won't be seeing that today.
And then there's also the magnet stairs that people have to worry
Ruya got
about
grabbed
too.
by those magnet stairs, it looked like. He had a little stutter there. Oh, nice. 246s. A good start for both runners.
46 is not a time to sneeze at.
No, I'm pretty sure they both just beat my series PB.
Well, considering the last time I did this was the first time I did this that I can remember, yeah, they beat mine by a long shot.
I think I have 1 or 2 46 series ever, and they're both really, really low 46s. All right. Well, the first 5, really 7, 9 minutes or so of the run is going to be about the same, and I think both these runners are doing Fantune first. I'm not 100% sure on Galen's route. Ruya, I'm sure, is going to be doing Fantune first.
Yeah, Ruya mentioned earlier on his stream that he was going to try to run the PKRD route, or Picard, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah.
But he said that
Weave Moonfall, but
yeah.
Galen also getting the Moonfall. Very, very similar time execution for those two tricks. Yeah, the PKRD route adds a little bit of safety after Fantune. Unfortunately, doesn't help at all for the first 15 minutes of the run, so it's definitely a scary route. Ruya is the 7th seed, but I think Galen is the 23rd seed. I think he had an upset in the first round because his opponent Space Jump took a death at some point, because this is any percent. Anything can happen, especially with Fantune first. There's just so much danger. Yeah, both runners posting pretty good start here. 325 or so opening missile times.
Yeah, the first little bit is, I hesitate to say boring, but it's the same for every route in this category. We have to go get Morph Ball, we have to go get bombs, and then we have to go through, we get the early supers, and we have to go through Green Brinstar and get Charge. But after they get through that area, depending on which route they take is when things start to change.
Correct. We'll even start to see a little bit of divergence. Maybe not this race, but even once you get to the pirates going down towards Green Brand, the difference of whether you missile those pirates or not. We expect both runners will be missiling the pirates. Although, I mean, if Galen were to choose KPDR, that'd be a completely reasonable play. Just decide, hey, I'm going to finish the race, and the pressure's on you, Ruya, to do the same, because it's not a guarantee.
Looks like Galen's having a little trouble in, I believe that's Parlor.
Yep, just a little trouble. Although I think they're still at pace for a sub 5 bomb. It's going to be really close. So Very respectable time. Oh yeah, easy. Ruya pulling out a 442 bomb, so getting a little bit of a head start. Ruya's definitely going to have the movement advantage. But there's a lot. This is just early game. There's a lot still to come. I mean, one mistaken mote can be 15 seconds right there.
Oh, easy. Ruya gets good drops coming out of BT as well. So, on the other hand, Galen got shorted a little bit on those missiles. So BT being BT this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you don't see that too often. Galen was full on everything and didn't get any drops at all.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was noticing the cat cam up in the corner on Ruya's side, so. Okay, Alcatraz looks impossible to me. I'm glad to see a runner of Galen's caliber struggling with it a little bit, although I don't want them to struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for Galen, it's only impossible in races, I'm sure. That's just race nerves. Although I still fail it from time to time for sure. Just curious how Galen does this room. Yeah, so Galen enters the room holding down left and doesn't change that posture again. That's because Galen's running without angle down. And for whatever reason, when you're running and then you try to do an aim down with your D-pad, you lose all your run momentum. You can make every other change. If you had the actual angle down map, you can do that. If you switch from angle down back to facing forward, you can do that. You don't lose your run speed, but that particular motion. So what Galen did to offset that was he just held down left the whole time, and that's actually a pretty easy strat to do. It's probably just as fast or almost as fast as the optimal strat, maybe just a few frames slower.
Was Ruya farming there for missiles? Usually I see runners do that Kago mock ball there.
Yeah, there's another mock ball you can do that's almost as fast, but it does look like Ruya was just wanted to be extra sure. Probably just wants to make sure that he enters wreck ship with as much help as possible. You know, normally he's not going to care if he's down to 100 or 80 health, but you know, 80 versus 150, that does make a pretty big difference for your safeties. We did see Zost pick up the reserve tank in a race earlier, although that is barely even a safety. It really doesn't help that much. And it's kind of slow to get.
Yeah, that is an interesting choice of a safety to pick up.
He didn't even fill it all the way.
All right, so we've headed through Green Brinstar. We've got our charge beam on Ruya's side. Galen's just getting it. And yep, we're heading up to Fantoon on Ruya's side. So we'll see where Galen goes.
Galen did missile those pirates, and he's also on full health. I'm pretty confident he's going to be going up Red Tower as well. Probably going to run PKRD as well. It really does help getting that crate tank for all of LN. Just makes everything. You can afford to take a couple more hits. It makes a difference.
Yeah, Lower Norfair is just so scary. Yeah, I mentioned last race that even during Hundo, just watching it, I'm always nervous. I don't know if it's the music or everything or what, but yeah. Lower Norfair always makes me nervous.
Oh yeah, the music's definitely the best part. Good stuff. But it's with KPDR route, you get that full blip beam combo. If you're in trouble, you can usually just kill enemies that are in your way. It's slower, but it's effective.
Yeah, going down to Lower Norfair with plasma is just a real good feeling, for sure.
You can kill the enemies with Spazer instead of plasma. You don't want to. Setting up her moat here looks like didn't get the CWJ frame. First try, HPJ, very nice.
Very nicely done, Ruya.
And not missing any of these jumps here should be in pretty good shape for This is I think going to be a sub 11 Fantoon entry, which is very good.
And let's see how Galen handles moat.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. Now we get to see how big of a troll Fantoon is going to be to these runners.
Wow, this is much better than I thought. 1022, 1025 Fantoon entry? That's like approaching world record level entry. That's like 10 seconds off of like what you might see in a world record run. So you mentioned that, well, I shouldn't talk here. We got the Fantoon fight. Let's see how this goes first. Starting with a fast on-screen Doppler. Does not get the wearer right fast, but probably going to get a mid here. Oh, okay.
Heck you, Fantoon.
You know, it might be a
Silly
blessing in disguise.
slows. I guess it's nice to get those slows if you need ammo. That was a really nice Fantoon kill for Ruya.
So what I was thinking is if Ruya got a fast mid with this start, he might be tempted to just go all out for a PB. And then, you know, you kind of throw your race safety to the wayside.
Gotcha. Yeah, you've got different mindsets for PB attempts versus race settings for sure. Fantoon, please. Can we give Galen a little bit of a break and give him some pass here, please?
Did cover it okay. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get the troll slow as well. Yeah, this is more typical mid pattern here. Didn't quite want to risk going for the 2-round and potentially enrage Fantoon. If you're off one missile, makes sense to me. Oh, it does get the troll slow, unfortunately, though. Fantoon not being very nice about it.
Oh, we've got Attic coming up on Ruya's side. I love Attic. In, like, every category. It's just so... When it's done well, it's so pretty. And I cursed it. I'm just going to stop talking.
It was almost a perfect Attic, to be honest. Ruya thought it was good enough to go for that double super, where the super hits both enemies, but it looked like it just missed. Pretty difficult to get that. It might even be... Well, I don't know if it's RNG dependent or not, but it's pretty tight to get it. Did take a little bit of health hit, though. Okay, it does get full health, though. Nice farms. This is still an extremely good pace for Ruya. Going to be close to a 1330 gravity. We'll have to see if he gets tempted to go PRKD. He's definitely capable of it, what he's been running, but PKRD would be a lot safer. Galen also have a nice start to the Attic. Got a little bit hung up, but doesn't take any key hunter hits other than maybe at the very beginning of the room, so did very well to get to 167 energy.
Yeah, really nicely done. No gravity skip today, which is fabulous. 1 for 2 so far. Fingers crossed. Oh, leaving that super. That's a... I know it's like... He's good on supers, I think, but... Just leaving one sitting there.
It'll be okay with PKRD for sure. And even if he wanted to, there's going to be 2 CACs coming up he could farm, but with this super count, which just barely gets over those spikes, would have been fine anyway, but he did not want to take that hit. It's fortunate there. Oh, that was a nice run for Ruya. I wish I could do that.
So this is where we get to see what route Ruya has decided on, whether we're going Kraid or Ridley next.
Yep. And this is a good start for Galen too. I mean, the sub 15 grab is nothing to sneeze at. It just, you know, we're not just in the gold bracket anymore. We're getting into the top 8, you know, of the gold bracket. It's some really tough competition up here.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the caliber of runners in this tournament is just outstanding this year. So like every race so far that I've seen has just been outstanding.
Is everybody's favorite beam, Spacer? Okay, I'm going on the right side of this room. Pretty good too. That worked. Probably faster what I do too. It's good. It's the power bomb farm. Or maybe you got energy. You got a farm of some sort.
All right. He's going to blow the tube. Hopefully not soft lock.
Yep, it's good there. If you can see Samus on screen, I'm not too worried. Do not wait until the very last minute.
I didn't even know you could soft lock there until I think it happened in a race. And
it's
then I
pretty
had to
hard
ask
to do on accident. You're only going to do it if you're kind of trying to be a little risky with it. You just have to make sure you don't change your inputs right at the last possible moment. So if you change your input and the tube doesn't break, the best thing to do is to just keep running and live with the fact that the tube didn't break rather than trying to get it to break later, because that's when you get into that situation. It is a frame perfect mistake.
Okay, so we are seeing Kraid. So we are getting a Picard route here from Ruya.
Getting a nice damage reduction. Easy kill.
Nicely done. Although, how you runners find this door when the screen is all messed up like that just baffles me. Like, crazy. Crazy town.
You have to be right next to the door. Like, literally press... Oh, Galen going P-Arcade. Interesting.
Ooh, a little divergence.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Might be sensing the pace. Might be watching the stream, seeing the pace Ruya is on, and saying, "I got to go do something." I don't mind the play at all. But yeah, that crate door, you got to be right pressed up next against it, because since you're off screen, like off camera, your shot despawns almost immediately. Basically, in the next frame, your shot despawns. So you have to be so close to the door that you hit it immediately. That's the trick with finding a door. And just if you don't feel like you're there, just jump up and move forward. You just keep doing that until you get closer to it. We just barely got up there. That power bomb strat there. High jump room. Ruya getting a nice mock ball.
So both runners are going to be picking up ice, speed, and wave, correct?
Correct. Yeah, so Ruya is going to be following the exact same route Galen has already done here. High jump, then ice, then speed, and then lower north air.
Okay. Just trying to get the route straight in my head here.
Yep. The only differences are that Ruya's got an extra E-tank, and he's also got Varia. So if he wanted to go for a gravity jump lava dive, he would save a significant amount of health over what Galen's going to do. Most likely Ruya's going to be going for lava spark, so that won't really come into play. Ooh, Galen only getting one of these platforms. That was not... It looked like it bounced to me. Yep, just bailing on it, going for this. Fortunately, it did have a power bomb, so you can break those blocks just by jumping up and doing regular bombs on them, but it's kind of annoying with high jump. I like the play to just do the power bomb.
I've also seen some runners do a like super bouncy bomb spread kind of thing.
Yes.
I don't know how they do that, but I've seen that before.
Yeah, and there's some trick, because there's two different ways to do the bomb spread, and I can't ever remember which one you want to do for that trick. I think you want to do the one where you just wait there, but yeah, you basically charge up your beam until you're charged, and then you morph, and then you just sit there and wait. And the bombs will come out in a way that break those blocks, but that is significantly slower than using the power bomb.
Okay, I have to say, the ice beam on the waivers to get up Bubble Mountain seems so much better than the wall jumps to get up Bubble Mountain. I'm sure it's slower, but it just looks so much easier.
You don't want to do these right side wall jumps that we might be seeing from Ruya?
No, I can't even do like one wall jump consistently. I don't know how these runners do it, honestly. Running this game, I swear they have like 5 extra hands with 3 extra digits on each one, and it's so input heavy.
Oh man, here we go. Ruya saves it. Oh, he got trolled.
Heckin' King
Oh, that's
Cat.
unfortunate. He was fine except for the extra wall jump he had to do, and then it's just that combo. Unfortunate. I think he went back up the right side though. He did the right side twice, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
That's pretty cool.
Do you think the runners will be picking up these wave missiles, or will they be jumping over them?
I hope they picked them up.
I hope so too.
I'm kind of a fan of even picking up the extra high jump missiles. I don't think we saw either runner doing that, but 25 and 10 allows you to be up to 3 super short without even needing to do any missile refills. So it's really nice. Whereas this extra missile pack is only going to give the runners protection from 1 super, and really they're not even going to want that because they're getting the extra missiles in case they get sniped. That's what that's for, not for getting scanned on Metroids. And with Phantoon first, that means Dragon's last. That means you have like 2 supers going into Turian most of the time.
Ugh, it's such a scary thing to be at the mercy of Metroid drops. I've seen multiple people finishing runs that have to farm Metroid 4.
All right, we're coming up to Lava Spark here. Is Ruya going to go for it? Or sorry, is Galen going to go for it? Looks like he's just setting up for the gravity jump with this nice D-boost in here to get the room quickly. Nothing wrong with this. This is, I think, about the same energy consumption as Lava Spark without the risk of failing. Like it's. Or I shouldn't have said. I cursed him. I'm sorry. My bad. Total curse here.
Hey,
Galen thought he had a good enough jump that he didn't need the wall jump, I think is what happened there. Oh no, Galen. Oh, this is not good. Oh, he knows it. Oh, this is an interesting backup here. It's done, although the energy is really unfortunate.
It's a little sketchy. Do you think maybe they'll save? Yeah, they're going to take this save here.
It's a lot sketchy. He won't be able to do the fast pillar spark. So Galen, the ironic thing is he was actually trying to save a little bit of energy doing the second pause while he was still jumping up to the top. It's a lot safer to get all the way to the top and then do the second pause so that it doesn't mess up the inputs. I'm sure it's something he's done many times and just one of those things. It's a race, so of course it's going to go wrong.
I do admire the save. I think that was a very smart move, especially with this health and lower Norfair being lower Norfair.
I agree. And this room has to be done pretty well too. You can easily take 40 damage from this acid. Galen doing a good job here. Looks like he's only going to take about 10 damage or so. That's pretty good. Less than that even. Oh, that was not a good jump. Oh, oof. He couldn't decide if he needed to bail on that or not. You could see almost like, do I just fall back down or do I go for a second wall jump? And got caught in between.
That's okay. This race is not over. There is still a lot of race to run, and anything can happen.
Absolutely.
We won't call it until Samus is on the ship. So let's. I'm proud of Galen for continuing, and let's go. Let's see some good. See a good rest of the game. There we go.
Yeah, and Galen can do this. It may take him a few tries, but he can absolutely get through these next 2 rooms, Worst Room and Amphitheater, and he will probably then take the Fireflies tank, and he'll be fine.
Taking the Firefly tank is also nice because you can farm those Fireflies and get your power bombs up, and you won't have to do quite as much farming, I think, in this room that Ruya's in, this pre-Ridley room. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't run this game, but it's just what I've noticed as I've been watching.
Like Ruya didn't go. It's not going for any X Factor strats, and Galen isn't either. Galen's up. I still has to be a little bit careful here, especially this last wall jump. Probably going to see him take an extra wall jump to be extra sure. And you can also ball over this top pirate as well. He might go for that.
Oh no! It like got Samus's toe, the little bitty pinky toe.
He
that she
just went
forgot to
for it.
trim up. Ugh.
Which, I mean, it would be kind of silly to go for the ball over strat if it's not something you normally do. A little surprised he didn't do the extra wall jump around, but hey, can't blame him for just going for it.
Do you think maybe Ruya didn't go for X Factors because of their power bombs, where they only have one, or do you think that was just their intention to begin with?
I think it's probably their intention to begin with. He probably would have just farmed up power bombs at us at some point, like in the room before Lava Spark. Or no, but he wouldn't have had. Did he miss? He would have had full power bombs. Did he miss fast pull or something? So he would have farmed. He could have farmed power bombs in that farming room. I think it's just one of those things. You make the decision as you're getting on the elevator, so you know, entering Lower Norfair whether you're going to go for those X Factors or not. And
Gotcha.
the beam fight isn't really that much slower, or barely any slower, and the X Factors can go really wrong too, so makes a lot of sense. Did Ruya farm those metal pirates there? I think he might have.
They had to have, because their health was not this good.
And also the super count is a lot better than what I would expect. There, Galen got the ball in that time. Maybe. All right, please go get this refill, Galen. Oh boy, you can still turn around.
Oh, Galen, please.
This is
no.
entirely out of like, I just want to do this now. He does it. I mean, as long as he has one super, he would have no problem getting that fireplace tank. And this could be a situation. He might just be like, I'm just going to do practice. You know, this is just gonna turn into practice at this point.
I admire them for trying, to keep going instead of just forfeiting. Not that I would blame anybody or look down on anybody who decides to just forfeit, but I do admire them to their fortitude to keep going.
Ruya took a couple hits from those key hunters, but that's what the extra tank's for. Normally would be kind of low on health here, but with the PKRD route, it's doing just fine. He's gonna go. He should get one more super from this CAC. He probably wants at least one more. I don't think he strictly needs one more. I would expect to see Ruya go out of his way to grab a super drop if one appears. Yeah, that jump from game looked a little sketchy. I was not convinced by that worst from the game jump. It's a little particular. Oh, Ruya! Oh my gosh, Ruya gets 2 supers. What was that? I want
luck.
Those times.
That was luck. All right, so
Ruya deciding it was unfair if he should get those 2 supers, so let's throw one away and make it right.
I didn't notice. Did they super a blue door?
Yes.
Oh, that's always a good one.
8
All right,
is
so
fine.
Ruya just has Dragon, well, Batwoon and Dragon left to do, right?
Yep, and this health is excellent for Batwoon. I expect Ruya will be going for the X Factor. I imagine he does the called X Factor. It's great strat.
Don't let Zenny hear you say that.
You know, isn't Senny going for that now, though?
In any percent, I think he does. But every time he misses it, he's like, I hate it! I hate it! It's kind of funny, actually. So, I couldn't tell you if it's the decalled strat or his... Oh, no! I literally have got to stop talking about these things because I swear I have the worst commentator's curse luck.
I already took that for you earlier in the race. It's okay. I will say, heads up play by Ruya to not just fire those supers when he's not sure, going for beam shots and then firing the super when he's more confident he's going to hit. Definitely minimized the damage that could have been. And Galen has made it a little bit further. Unfortunately, he still can't take any hits from these the Skigas. There is a manip here, but it's not the easiest to execute.
This is Wasteland that Galen's in, right?
Yes. Oh, nice full happy from Ruya.
Very
okay,
nicely
Galen
done.
should be okay. We're not out of the woods yet. Should be okay. He does have to be a little careful with the spark. Yeah, it gets up to the ceiling first before doing the spark. There's the health drops he needs. And got a little... Well, he did get some health at least. Meanwhile, Ruya's showing off with some blue speed keeps here while he's waiting for Dragon.
Well, there's not much else to do while you're waiting for those little shrimp babies to fly across the screen slowly.
Yeah. Do you think that's bad? You should play the PAL version. Oh, nice 2 in blue from Ruya.
That was really nice. Let's see if Annie gets the spike suit first try. Let's go.
So there's a few things in this game they didn't quite adjust correctly for PAL, and one of them is the length of time Dragon waits to come on screen. So all the little babies are all done doing their dance, and then there's like a good 5 seconds of just waiting or so before Dragon finally shows up.
I've heard there's lots of problems with the PAL version. It does not surprise me.
It's a different game. It is not like just the same game on 50 hertz. No, it's just there's so many differences in the way that they implemented the movement, and it seems like small differences until you actually start playing the game and trying to do the same things on both. It doesn't really work out so well.
Looks like the Ridley fight's going pretty okay.
Yeah, doing a
Galen?
nice job not burning a lot of health. Getting some supers in, not even waiting for the pogo.
Also, the amount of counting that you guys have to do for some of these fights, I don't think I have enough like fingers and toes to get through it all.
Have to is a strong word. Faking it till you make it. It can work too.
I like that strat. I also enjoy the panic and flail. Specialty of mine.
Ruya with excellent resources here. 5 supers. I didn't see how many drops he got from Dragon, but it must have been good.
I think he had 4 coming out of Dragon.
Yeah, that's excellent. Which means he then picked up another one somewhere too, which is also not common. Well, and he picked up 2 supers somewhere then because he had to burn one on the gate.
All right, Galen picked up the Ridley E-Tank, so they are good on health. Dang it.
They're still good on health, don't worry.
All right, let's get out of Lower Norfair, Galen. Let's go. Nice. Blue mock ball, speed mock ball, whatever you call it, through the little block thingies. Let's go.
Not sure if he got the key hunter mid up here. That looked a little off. It might not matter. Gets under the first one. Okay. That's good. You get half the minute and only have to deal with one key hunter. And these last 3 musketeers, they're mainly scary when you have like less than 100 health or something. With Galen's resources, he can afford to take 1 hit from each key hunter and still even have an extra hit. So, and he's capable of getting through here without even taking a hit. We'll see if he can pull it off here. Did not get the mock ball. Probably going to take a hit from this first key hunter. Oh no, he dodges it still. Very nicely done.
Oh, he almost made it through there without taking any damage, which is incredibly impressive. Some of those dodges were crazy.
Yeah, it's not easy to do. All right, Ruya's got to watch his drop luck here. It doesn't matter that he came in with 5. Didn't quite get those Metroids close enough together, but still, 7 supers is very good after room 1.
Hitting that little D-boost through that door. Wow. Wonderful.
Oh, and now at absolute full, Ruya can afford to super these last Metroids.
So, with the 2010 missile to super setup ammo count. Sorry, my brain just stopped. How many minimum do you need to get through Mother Brain 1?
1510's the minimum. So 2010, that means he can afford to burn 1 super and 2 missiles. So it's okay if he takes a snipe. And it was also okay going for that super to kill the last group of Metroids, because if they didn't drop any supers, he still would be okay. I'm going for that ball over strat. I've heard that's a little bit faster. I don't know if it's worth it, but Ruya making it look good.
I was a smidge worried that maybe was a little bit close. I thought maybe it grabbed him in the doorway, but it didn't, which is excellent.
It almost always looks like that. It's like, sometimes it can look more sus than others, but it never looks like, it rarely looks like completely clean.
I didn't even see that sub skip. I looked down for half a second and he was through. Holy moly.
Nice. I think it was a down back skip. Looked good.
Same
Ruya
with that
just taking the hit himself. Yeah, that was quick. Ruya just taking a hit from the turret himself so that his missile will be fine. That's a good. That's an interesting way to go for it.
Well, he does have the extra tank, so he's got to burn through some of that energy somehow.
True.
Because you do want to be below a certain energy when the first rainbow beam hits, correct?
You do. It is possible for Mother Brain to kill you if you aren't down to just the 3 tanks of health. Of course, he's got plenty of time once Mother Brain gears up for the rainbow beam, so he'll wait till he's got the 60 shots in.
60. 60.
Like he took a little bit of a hit there, but should still be fine. Mainly just gotta watch out for those red beams.
We don't like ketchup.
No.
I mean, I like ketchup, but not this ketchup. This is super spicy ketchup, and I don't like that.
Now that the first ketchup's out of the way, should be in good shape here. That kind of telltale jerk of the elbow.
How many average ketchup shots does she get in with this beam combo?
That seems like something I should know, but I don't know. I'd say what we saw with Ruya was about average, so whatever that was. It's like 4, maybe? I don't know, 5.
It was 4. I don't know. Like I said, I don't count. No math.
Galen going for his... He called X Factor. That was close, but it did land.
It was definitely a faster fight than Ruya's.
Yeah, it didn't, unfortunately, wasn't able to get the the pure one round there, but cleaned it up pretty quick. And has a couple supers. You want at least 2. 3 would be nice, but
don't these little red pancake guys have a chance of dropping supers?
if they do, it's not a good chance.
Okay.
The Puyos or whatever.
Yeah, the Puyos.
The Metroids have a 25% chance, but I've had times where I'll reset the room like 6 times and get 1 super from them. They can be really troll. Like reset room, farm 2 Metroids get no
Nothing.
drops.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of runners. They'll kill the top Metroid when they're doing the full halfie, and they'll actually go back and get whatever. If a super drops, they'll actually jump out to get that super.
Oh yeah, if you see a drop, it's still definitely worth getting. It's not as important with KPDR, but with PKRD, with Dragon last, you're definitely gonna want those supers.
And that's Mother Brain for Ruya. Pretty nice fight. Just has to get through escape. Nothing goes wrong on escape, right?
Oh
Fingers
yeah.
crossed, knock on wood, throw some salt.
You can try to commentator curse that one. It's not going to work. Oh, Galen missing just that last spark. Although it would have been kind of an iffy spark. Probably better that you didn't get it. Using the goo there to get up to speed booster speed faster.
I don't think I've seen that before. That was an interesting...
Oh, he left a super behind. Sad.
Leaving ammo behind, good ammo, is always hard. It's one of the hardest things that I've learned with my speedrun. I don't run this game, but I run another game. And, yeah, leaving ammo behind because it's so far out of the way is so hard.
This is a very strong time from Ruya. Showing that PKRD route, really not that much slower.
GG, Ruya. Very nicely done.
Clocked in with an official time of 42:39. GG's.
We did get a forfeit from Galen, so they won't be finishing.
Okay, so we'll try to get these runners into interviews. We just have to... There's something with this interview system that if we mark the result, then it'll invite them in automatically.
I don't know.
Yeah, Twin and I are not the most experienced with this part of it, so we might be able to invite them on here directly.
Do you know what will happen with these two in the tournament coming up? Is Galen done, or is there another race for Galen? And do you know who Ruya is facing next?
This was in the winner's bracket, so Galen is not done. Ruya, I believe, will be facing most likely the 2 seed. I don't know if Oates has officially advance to the next round or not. But most likely it'll be Oats.
That is going to be a fantastic race.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Ruya will be doing PKRD against Oats. And this is a good shot. I mean, 42. That could get it done. Not yeah, chat saying that Oats won his match, so it will be Ruya and Oats. I don't think that Galen has an opponent yet. Sorry, we will get this interview going here in a couple minutes. That work? Okay, I think we got it at least marked correctly, so they should be getting invites here soon.
Yeah, I think you got it.
And now I know how to do that. That's cool.
We're learning.
We are joined by our winner, Ruya. GG's.
Hello, thank you.
Yeah, GG, Ruya. Nice race.
Not sure if Galen's going to be joining us or not. Sorry, we're a little slow to get the interview updates out, but yeah, it was a very nice race.
Yeah, it's too bad what happened to him. It looked like he almost recovered. He made it into Ellen at least, and I didn't see what got him after that, but props to him for sticking it out.
Yeah, you may have gotten a little bit of commentator curse because I was talking about how the gravity jump doesn't have any danger to it, and that was a silly thing of me to say. But Galen was going for that kind of pausing while you're still in the middle of the gravity jump, try to save like another 20 health or so, and I guess it just wasn't working out. But after failing it twice, he was able to get up, but he had like 40 health.
Yeah, when you run PRKD, it's just really scary in that situation because if you don't get the gravity jump first try, then you have almost no health. And same if you go for Lava Spark, like if you miss it, you have almost no health for the gravity jump. So it's just, there's a lot of pressure on that. So
Yeah, you were off to a great start. I want to say a 10:25 day 2 entry, maybe even earlier than that, and fast slow. So I was wondering if you were going to abandon the PKRD and just go for a PB or something.
well, definitely I kind of went into this race with the opposite plan. Like if I had a pretty bad early game, I was probably going to go PRKD, but it was nice to have that confidence that I could go PKRD like I planned and hopefully have a safe run. But overall, this was an extremely good run for me. The only real major mistake that hurt was Botwoon, but definitely not bad for my first PKRD run.
That was your first PKRD run?
Well,
Like, time?
Yeah,
it's a little easier than the PRKD to flip.
there's a lot of overlap. I want to say there's only a handful of strats that I had to change for this. So I was pretty nervous about those strats, but I managed to land most of them.
That's okay. I'm gonna fangirl a little bit here. That's pretty darn impressive to pull out a brand new route and get a 42, a mid 42 with it, that's really good.
Yeah, that is good. It's a slower route too. it's a
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
very
that's
happy with this run for sure.
So we've heard that you're facing Oats next. How do you feel going into that?
Who am I facing? I don't think I've ever heard of him. No, but I'm hoping that we can both put on a good race. We've both been getting really similar paces lately, so if we can both play close to our potential, it'll be a really close race, I think.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
Well, is there anything else you two would like to add?
All I have to say is GG's to Galen, and hope he has better luck in his next race.
Yeah, I'm sure that he will. It was just a little unfortunate, but you know, ultimately wasn't going to affect the race outcome with the performance he put on today. Glad we were here to see it.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for doing the comms.
Yeah, a big shout out to SpeedGaming for helping us put on this tournament and letting us use their channels for these races. And to the runners, big thank you to the runners for participating, and to Idle Child for doing comms with me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you as well, Twin.
So I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're done. Right? Do you want to take us out, Idle?
I don't think we have any races coming up immediately following this. I know we've got Zenny and Spraz. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Forza,
Sforzando, I believe.
Forzando. Yeah, I'm gonna mess up the pronunciation, and I think there's one race before that as well that I'm not recalling off the top of my head, but
I'm trying to pull it up right now. Hold on, just 1 second. We have Mr. Guy Average and Sloaters tonight at 9:30
that's
Eastern.
a good one.
That will be on SpeedGaming 3. And then right after that is the Sforzando and Zenny on the same channel, SpeedGaming 3, and that is scheduled to start at 11 Eastern. So we have couple more great races today in this tournament, and yeah, we're excited. We're getting into the really, really meat of this tournament, and the races are getting spicy.
Absolutely. We got plenty more races on Saturday as well, so plenty of action coming up. And until then, we will see you next mission.